Hello and welcome to today's video. So today I'm taking on Port Vale. It's second v first, a dramatic game indeed in League 2 here in November 2015. So it's almost 4 years in the past right now. As you can see, it's also considered a derby match, or maybe that just means with the ball with the fire. Maybe it just means it's because it's title rivalry. So as you can see, we're in second place. We're doing quite well, and we're 2 points off Port Vale. So win today will put us top of the league, where we belong. Um, so today's topic is Shelbourne FC, which is a team I follow in the League of Ireland. So Shelbourne are a football team who were founded in 1895, and who I've been regularly following, going to their matches. At least they're regularly going to their home matches since 2006. Basically, so Shelbourne, I'm going to kind of discuss not really so much their history in general, but the history of the team from what I've experienced and since I've been following them. When I was a kid, I did go to, because there's an interest in the club in my family, which obviously is where my interest came from. And I remember being at a big game. I don't know if it was the first game I ever went of that they were playing in, but in 2004 they played Deportivo La Coruña in a Champions League qualifiers, the third round, which is the final round of qualifiers, and corner, the goal kick. In the final round of qualifiers for the Champions League, and here comes Ho. Can he get that space? Shoot! Well, took a shot made the best of it. Chance he had. And if they got through that round, they would have made it through as the first Irish team to ever make it to the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. Here comes Symes now. Oh, off the post. Flying start right out of the traps here. Playing like a team that deserves to be top of the league. But we got to win today if we're going to actually do that. To make a dream become reality. Maybe that would be another topic some other day. But yeah, today's topic is Shelbourne FC. So I went to that game, the home leg anyway. And I remember it quite well. I remember even, I was only 9 years of age. And I remember family members coming home after that evening, after being out in the pub after to celebrate what was a 0-0 draw, but which was a great achievement. And nonetheless, we lost 3-0 in the second leg, unfortunately. But corner kick. It is a corner this time for sure anyway. And then I went to some of the other Champions League games. 2005 qualifiers, I played teams like Glentoran, Stika Bucharest. But then it was in 2006 that I suddenly, when I was 11, became interested in going to their matches regularly. And the first game, since I started going to the games regularly, which was over 13 years ago now, was against a team from Lithuania called FC Vetra. And I believe that was in the qualifiers for either, I think it was the UEFA Cup or the UEFA Intertoto Cup, which was a cup that existed quite some time ago. I don't think it exists anymore, but of course when the Europa League was the UEFA Cup, but I'm not sure which tournament it was in, but it was in one of those. And O'Key has some space here. It's going to be closed down, so I'm going to take a shot. It was worth a try. And we won, I think we won like 4-0 or something. We did quite well in that game. So it was a good first game to go to. The first Ireland game I ever went to. We won 3-0 as well against Sweden. So some positive firsts in that regard. Although the other team I follow, Man United, which, things aren't going particularly well at the moment. In general. But I haven't been to any of their games, so maybe I should go. That will bring their form back up. Although I am recording this game 2 days before they face Newcastle. So maybe that goes well. We shall see. Oh, that would have been some goal from Key there. Key's doing quite well. He's one of our other high goal scorers alongside Symes and Ho. That's good effort. We're playing well. We have most of the possession, most of the chances. Actually, I want to just test my bias here and see if that's actually true. Do we have most of the possession and most of the chances? Yeah, we do have most of possession actually, and we definitely have most of the shots. Okay, so I'm not biased at all. They've had 0 shots. We've had 7 on shots and 5 on target, and we've had 68% possession. So, turns out I'm not biased. I'm just saying it as it is. I'm going to use that excuse every single time now. I'm sure that I'm right about something. Makes perfect sense. All right, so yeah, Shelbourne basically. So we played in 2006 in those games, and then I started going to the league matches. I remember some exciting games, and I remember just being in like the different stands. Like it's a small enough stadium, holds about 10,000 people. Talca Park, it's called. Um, but it's kind of just been nice and going back to that same ground over the years. Um, there's something. It's just enjoyable all around. Here comes Symes. Surely it's got to be. It's Symes 1-0. There we go. 1-0 against Port Vale, our title rivals. Great stuff there. Boom. Great goal. Alright, so we are 1-0 up now against Port Vale in a massive top of the table clash. Our form has definitely been on the up lately. I mean, you saw how we were playing in those first games that I showed you. Things have been going better lately now. Come on, we got to defend. Oh, today could be our 6th league win in a row. We somehow won against Bristol Rovers, even though after going 2-1 up, it looked like then we just blew it by making it 2-all. But then, moments later, we made it 3-2. So, let's try and avoid unnecessary late drama for a change. Let's try to get a confident win today. Love if we could get a solid win. You know, win 2 or 3 now. That would be beautiful. But yeah, so I started going to the games regularly. I remember one game we were 2-0 down to Derry City and we came back and drew 2-all. And they were the main title rivals we had in 2006 in the League of Ireland Premier Division. And then I remember then there was quite a few other big games. I have many of the match programs even from then. Still have them to this day. And then final game of the season, I remember we played Bohemians Bows, one of our main Dublin rivals, and we needed to win the match basically, assuming that Derry won, which they did end up winning. But we went 1-0 down. We were home against Bows. We went 1-0 down. Random cool fact: Denzel, what's his name? Denzel. Oh shit! 2-0. Samuel L. Jackson. What am I saying? Denzel Washington. Samuel L. Jackson is a fan of Bows, which is interesting. This is what I was talking about: getting a 2 or 3-0 lead and winning 2 or 3-0. Great goal, great finish. It's 2-0. Okay. So yeah. Basically went 1-0 down. Went half time, which it is now in our game. McGurk got that second goal. And basically then we made it 1-0 and then we got a second goal and we won 2-1, which we needed to win that game. And then we won the league. So that was my first experience of... Oh, God. Is it a throw-in? It appears to be. Right in the corner. Wow. The corner throw-in, you might call it. Oh, that's good defending. Solid defending. Here comes Symes. Symes the key. A bit of space out here. Oh, here comes McGurk. Through the hole. Oh, gotta get to the ball. Time for a change or two. So yeah, experience winning the league. Many of us went onto the pitch and everything. We got to see them lift the trophy. It was a great experience all around. It was very exciting. Yeah, it was just really enjoyable. But then, financial disaster struck the club. and many of the players left, and the team was demoted to the division below. I'll take McGurk, the second goal scorer, off, so he'll get his applause from me and the fans for great performance. I can't believe we're 2-0 up against Port Vale. That's a great scoreline. Now here's Zampono, Key, Simons, Key through the hole. Need to do better than that hole. He comes up with some goals, but then he just gives the ball away a lot too. He's a good player, but some needs some improvements. As do the team in general, to be fair. Our defence has been doing a bit better lately overall. Sheffield United 2-0 down to Oxford. Again, though, in real life, Sheffield United are doing quite well. But yeah, we got demoted. Went down to what was known the first division, which is actually the second league. Okay, I want to keep this clean sheet. And the first game we played there, we played against Kildare County. Remember that? A team which no longer exists as far as I know. We drew that game. We had many years then in the division below, which actually I have to talk about this. In 2008, we went to the final game of the season, and for some reason that year, it was because they were changing the number of the teams and the leagues and everything, only one team would get promoted. Only first spot would go up. We were ahead by, I think, a single point going into the final game, and we had to match the like if the other team won, we'd have to win. The other team, Dundalk, who are now the best team in Ireland and have made it to the Europa League and everything, they got promoted that year. That's a free kick. They were winning like by 5 or 6-0 or something like that. And we needed to win. We were 1-0 up against a team called Limerick, and they'll come back into the story in a few minutes. And we made it then 1-0, or they made it 1-0 in injury time and broke our hearts completely. So it was truly devastating. And we were, oh yes, Key with the goal, 3 goals to 0. This is what I was talking about. Absolutely outstanding stuff here from Burton Albion today. And it's going very well indeed. Great goal. The defending by Port Vale is awful though, for that free kick. No one marking him at all. Just free space, easy header into the back of the net. Happy days. Great goal. So yeah, they made it 1-1 in injury time, and then that was it. We were moments from being promoted, and then it was ruined. But anyway, years later, we did get promoted in 2011. And we did well. We got to the FAI Cup final that year. We lost to Sligo Rovers on penalties, but we did very well all the same. 2012, we did okay in the league. 2013, though, we did quite poor. We got relegated. Then we had several more years back in the first division, which again is the second league, not the first league, in terms of which is the higher division. And 2016 was probably the worst season that Shelbourne ever had in their entire history, perhaps. We finished like in the second half, in the second half of the league in the first division. So it wasn't good. Let's keep that clean sheet. Ah, damn it. Oof. Oh, it's out. Phew. But then things, were up and down. We got to the playoffs in 2018, did okay, but got lost in the end. But then 2019, this year, we had a good season, some ups and downs, but overall we were the best team in the league, and deservedly so. We won the Premier Division, or the First Division, sorry. We won the First Division, and we've been promoted back to do the Premier Division, the top flight. And what's interesting as well is, first of all, we played a team called Drogheda United in a game where basically a win would the second final game of the season, which was only a couple of weeks ago now, really, or about a month ago maybe, or less than a month ago actually, a couple of weeks ago actually. Oh yes, no, that could have been goal number 4. Well, I certainly take 3-0, but we can get another goal, why not? Why not? It's worth a strike. And we beat Drogheda in that game 3-1 in the end, so that was the night that we went up. So great stuff. But then in the final game of the season, after already being up, we played Limerick. We technically under a different name. They were like Limerick 37 back then. Originally they were Limerick City, now they're just Limerick FC, but still it was Limerick, and we beat them 7-0. So that was kind of a bit of payback for breaking our hearts in 2008. 11 years later, we beat them 7-0, and we're on our way back to the Premier Division. Let's keep that clean sheet. So yeah, the story will continue in real life in 2020 with Shelbourne back in the Premier Division, and I'm very excited and look forward to it. I'll give you any updates if we have any big things. And my dream is that in this decade we'll grow into a big club. There is investment and the likes put into the club. There's hope, and there's a sense that this season and next season things are going to go better than they did in 2012 and 2013. And I believe that someday, and hopefully in this decade, Shelbourne FC can be competing for a place in the Champions League, and maybe, just maybe, make it to the group stage. That's the first Irish club to ever do it. It's a dream. It's a possibility. Let's wait and see what happens. Speaking about dreams, dreams come true. We've beaten Port Vale here by 3-0. That sends us top of the league. And yeah, great stuff in the end. There was that goal. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.